Hello and welcome everyone. Today I am currently on my way to take a look at and explore Melbourne's new State Library station. I have visited Anzac and Arden stations before, Arden being both under construction and when completed, so I will link those videos down in the description in case you want to have a look at them as well. After this, I will only have to visit Town Hall and Parkville stations to have been to every single one. Now time to head in. One thing interesting about State Library is how deep it is underground. One phrase I've heard a lot after the announcement of State Library's major construction being completed is that State Library is deeper than the height of Marvel Stadium. I also keep hearing people say that the escalators are 12 metres longer than the infamous ones at Parliament. Here is the connection to Melbourne Central Station. When State Library Station is open, these doors right here will be opened up and create a seamless connection to Melbourne Central Station, making it easy to interchange between the Metro Tunnel and the City Loop. The other Metro Tunnel station that interchanges with an existing stop is Town Hall connecting to Flinders Street. This is done with a new underpass leading from Town Hall Station to Campbell Arcade, which connects with Flinders Street. Here is Melbourne Central Station entrance. And over here is the entrance into State Library Station. There was plenty of the Melbourne Metro logos around. These were the only PIDs that had actual information on them. All the information displays were saying, "Welcome to State Library Sneak Peek." The white colour on the roof means you're heading into the station, while on the other side of them they're pink or purple colour, which means you're heading out of the station. Morning. Now we will head down to the platforms. State Library and Town Hall would have to be my favourite out of the 5 stations because of the massive arches on the roof. Platform 1 is trains to Sunbury, and Platform 2 is trains to Pakenham and Cranbourne. To kick off Metro Tunnel trains operating, we have the Summer Star. On weekdays, services will operate between about 10am and 3pm between Westall and West Footscray stations. On weekends, the Metro Tunnel service times will operate between 10am and 7pm. Unlike during the week, there is two different stopping patterns for trains going by the Metro Tunnel. One of them is from Pakenham or Cranbourne going to West Footscray, and the other one is from Westall going to Sunbury. It is worth noting that all 5 stations will be open when the summer start kicks in. When we get to the 1st of February 2026, that is when the big switch happens. This is when we will receive a full Metro Tunnel timetable, and all the other train lines will also get new timetables. Apparently even Melbourne's buses and trams will get new timetables. It will be interesting to see if the Clifton Hill and Burnley groups get major timetable changes after the Metro Tunnel opens, because they are not directly affected by the tunnel opening. Once the big switch happens, trains between Dandenong and Water Gardens will operate at least every 10 minutes between 6am and 9pm. I am assuming that these are the weekday times, but I'm not 100% sure. And during peak hour between those stations, frequency will be 3 to 4 minutes. Also, when the big switch happens, the Frankston line will be going back into the City Loop. This seems to be a bigger deal than what I thought it would have been. I even got this in the mail a week after the Metro Tunnel was announced it was opening in early December. It mentions about the Frankston line going back into the City Loop a little bit on the front, and it has a big map of it on the back. I can't imagine how many of these would have been printed, because people living at least 5 minutes from the train line were getting them in their mail. Some relatives of mine that live on the Pakenham and Cranbourne line received this in the mail as well. It's slightly different as it's more focused on the benefits for the Cranbourne and Pakenham lines, the main difference being the map on the back. Now time for the talking break.
Services departing State Library platforms 1 and 2 are the 9:16 Arden, stopping all stations to Arden, departing platform 1. The 9:24 Arden, stopping all stations to Arden, departing platform 1. The 9:16 Anzac, stopping all stations to Anzac via Town Hall, departing platform 2. The 9:24 Anzac, stopping all stations to Anzac via Town Hall, departing platform 2. And always remember to touch on your Mikey at the start of your journey.
On Tate Set's video, he showed the Premier Jacinta Allen giving examples of other railway projects around the world that had phased openings as well. These included the Crossrail in London and also the City Loop here in Melbourne, where only one station was operating when it was opened. You can see on the map above the platform screen doors that at Footscray you can see the Sandringham line's pink colour to connect with. This is because instead of the Werribee Williamstown lines running through to Frankston, they will now run through to Sandringham. The platforms are really long because they're made for trains up to 10 carriages long. State Library and Town Hall stations look pretty much identical from the platform. Just like Anzac, Parkville and Arden all look the same from the platform as well. As you can see, the roof is now that pink or purple colour. Here are the customer service windows. It's now time to leave, but before we go, we'll have a look at the entrance. On your way out, everyone gets a show bag. I'll show you what's in it later when I'm on the train. As you can see, State Library's here. And over there is a sign to Melbourne Central Station. Here is the main entrance to State Library. And here is one of the entrances to Melbourne Central. In the show bag, there was information about State Library Station and changes coming to the Melbourne network once the tunnel opens. There was also a cardboard train, lollies and a pin. Everyone got a lanyard upon entry to identify who was in what group. I had a ticket for 8:45 AM and I was in the blue group. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. And hopefully you'll be back for future videos. Bye for now.